Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV Deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Only a look at Jesus. Oh, so bow down with care. A look at Jesus. Oh, so bow down with care.
This morning we'll pray Psalms 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, will not we fear, though the earth be moved, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah. There is a river, the stream thereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacle of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. The heathen rage, the kingdom were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge, Selah. Come, behold the works of the Lord. What desolation he hath made in the earth. He maketh war to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bows and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. To my community of Party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome to French Fried Chicken Back Sunday. When I make me burn up my chicken back in, I have chicken back around here, so a French fry. I may time it, but now make me burn it up this morning. But good morning, everybody. How are you all doing? This morning show will be sort of a bit idle, but I hope you can understand if one feels idle, one can be idle for a bit. We're going to be dealing with Gina Henkels this morning. We're going to deal with La Cynthia as well. And as well as what's her name is? Scarlett Esquire. We're going to deal with the narcissistic labor right. But with Gina, we're not going to cuss Gina because we're not at the time for that. We're going to more give Gina some advice. And this is why it's a waste of time this morning. Because you cannot advise a narcissist. Neither Gina nor Scarlett. You really cannot do that. It's a good old waste of time. But I have a bit of time on my hands this morning to waste. And that's why I'm going to advise both Gina and Scarlett if it works. You ever see people do the impossible, do the unworkable? Well, I'm going to advise Gina this morning. Gina, morning. Old house a tumble down, man.
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food, pan we plate. People are suffer while Anjua live great. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and let the people be. 6 months later, them still old, asleep under the air. Their JLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. A whose pocket do I feel while the nation lose its soul? Hospital overflow, Picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Boldness, time to go, time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know, hear us. We are not funny though. Boldness, time to go, time to go. From Kingston to Legree, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Boldness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born you, we grow you, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later, we still can't understand. Corruption report land and nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Votes crack up parish council, bro. Country suffocate gun and it just smoke. And when we raise revise the call, we political. But the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Let's say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not by the door.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. All less our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but we voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I'm not too late.
Police, time to go.
Time to go, the people.
Let's say no.
We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not by the door.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh, yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet. We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.
Thank you very much. Good morning, and welcome. How are you all doing this morning? There was some important court cases over the weekend, and we'll be talking about them this morning in relation to Scarlet. We'll be talking about them this morning in relation to Scarlet. So we're going to take out the final kip of chicken back out of the pot and put it in the air fryer so it can stay there and go and soak. All right? Wanna enjoy a little music. Me soon come back. Remember, say I go this morning. Okay? So don't take life too serious.
Yo, Jamaica check, Jamaica check, Jamaica check. Check in. Aye. Why Andrew you fuck up Jamaica? Turn your wife in a house speaker. How you make the warship come here? You want Donald Trump to take over? To send more criminal boy. The deported we no want them boy. Andrew hold is a real slave master. Him sell out the whole of Jamaica to Donald Trump, but Andrew Holness wicked and lie. Sell out Jamaica and left us to die. Donald Trump tell Andrew say, you see the Chinese them send them away. Why Andrew you fuck up Jamaica? It's like you want to hurry up with hunger. And I said no the police and soldier. Figure off a whole of Jamaica. Fi bring pedophile compound well and Man, Donald Trump keep your problem. Little Jamaica can't solve it. Jamaica have them one problem. We want a way out to solve them. We have to robbers and thieves. Little Jamaica in a grief. Why handle you fuck up Jamaica? Turn your wife in a house speaker. How you make the worship come?
All right. Me there, yeah. Morning, everyone. Morning and welcome. Onodo. Debbie Jervis TV, good morning and welcome. Marcia Thomas, good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Andrew John Hamilton Wilson, Sheena Kelly. Good morning. Lynette Jenkins, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Jamrock 8766. Peter, good morning. Beverly, good morning. Who else is there here? Shauna Smith, good morning. Raymond, good morning. I wonder what happened to Norman Ferguson. A long time me no see me no. Long time. Karine, good morning and welcome. Morning, Colin, morning. Miss Jam Upton, good morning. Charmaine Platt, good morning. Good morning. Gina Enkles. Let us go to Andrew Holness first. No. The Integrity Commission ruling, Byron. It doesn't surprise me. If anyone's following me, I did say nothing wasn't going to come out of that, Donna Thompson. Remember when I asked Norman Brown to withdraw his case as well against the Integrity Commission, he withdrew it. But these cases against the Integrity Commission are really what we call legal tie-up. Them now go come to nothing much, believe you me. It's just them buying time to keep them Integrity Commission disgrace out of the spotlight. Because once it's under the legal spotlight, then in a politics and media, there's not much been said about it. But a question I want to ask though, because there was a stay on the investigation, meaning until the court gave its ruling, which came on Friday, the investigation in the Prime Minister's illicit probe was stayed, meaning it was stopped. This leads me to ask the question, would this not have applied to FID as well, given that it was the Integrity Commission that referred the Prime Minister to FID? Opal, how you do? Could it be that what we did hear Cliff and Andrew with? Me don't know. But if there was a stay, would it not apply to the Financial Investigative Division, which would have paused their investigation into the Prime Minister until the ruling will come? But based on what we hear from Cliff and Andrew in the interview, FID would have wrapped up their investigation into the Prime Minister's scandal. Vera Morden. So that is something that confuses me. Maybe some of the practicing lawyers in Jamaica can lament on this. But I never expected Andrew Holness to win that case. On technicality or on hypocrisy, I expected him to win the Paul Buchanan one. Me know the judge them, they're going to find riddle room for him. And you will hear it in Hugh Wildman's explanation. It's for me, it's really the judges finding a riddle room for Andrew Holness to riddle out of a public embarrassment, out of downright crime, really, in getting to power, or his unconstitutional sitting as a prime minister. Because what the courts are saying, there's credible evidence, but on technicality of time, on technicality of time. So, to be honest, I was expecting that type of mumble jumble from the court to buy the prime minister way our time. For me, if anything positive or sensible is going to happen in this case, it will happen when it gets up to the Privy Council, which, if it ought to go to the Privy Council, this is an issue of constitutional importance. It ought to be done expeditiously, very fast, because Andrew Holness will be still sitting unconstitutionally as a prime minister. Well, that's my argument. He's sitting there unconstitutionally because we cannot verify to date. We cannot verify if Andrew win him seat and if him win it fairly. So for me, Andrew Holness is sitting unconstitutionally. Him breach, him commit fraud, or wherever or whatever to get there. But I didn't expect the judges to blow him up on this issue. Certainly not. I mean, it always tell us, I mean, now build up my hopes. Credible though the evidence against the prime minister is, one could possibly argue overwhelming, though that evidence is. Remember, we're still dealing with a corrupt justice system. A justice system who plays game with and the Jamaican people. So honestly, I was never confident of anything positive or much coming out of this ruling. Now, the other ruling where the integrity commission, me know the integrity commission was gonna win that, so there's not a huge argument there to be had. If you understand, you just understand the integrity commission was gonna always win Andrew Holness, because you could understand the legal conundrums. You could just tell that the prime minister is being very frivolous. There's no legal basis. Him just want to be rubbing up in front of the court and think that because he's a prime minister, one could argue without the proper legitimate authority. Him thinks that people, him is above the law, him is above criticism, him is above everything. So me did know that the prime minister never go in the integrity commission on that case. The other ruling which I agreed with is the SSL ruling, where the court ruled that the appointed trustee ought to take control rather than the manager appointed by the Financial Services Commission. Why I do not want the Financial Services Commission to have control of the winding up of SSL Lawrence Michaels is because of the very same corruption at the FSC with Jacqueline Lecker, Andrew Holness, and the whole of them, Nigel Clark and the whole of them, Fable and the whole of them, if they get the opportunity, all them are going to do is cook up the thing worse than it cook up at the moment. So for me, that was also a good ruling where that Supreme Court decision, or I don't like to call it the Supreme Court, the High Court, the Appeal Court upheld the High Court decision. Because remember, when they had the opportunity to take SSL into their arm to sort out what was going on over there, Nigel Farage dismissed, not Nigel Farage, Nigel Clark dismissed the report. Nigel Clark leave the report for take cobweb and dust. He leave the report for take cobweb and dust. That was the time when, was it Mr. McFarlane his name was? Send the report over. And then when the whole SSL shit broke loose, Nigel denied knowledge of the report. When Mr. McFarlane came to public and told us that he sent the report to them, he was sacked within hours. Within hours, he lost his job because he exposed Nigel Clark's lie. That was the time the government under the Ministry of Finance and FSC should have taken SSL into administration, receivership, whatever, but take it out of the thieving criminals' Crosby's control. Maybe some people's investment would have been saved then if they did take control of it then, rather than have the thieves operating. So I agree with the court not to give the government and the Financial Services Commission control over SSL, because all that would do is deepen the corruption that led to the SSL fraud, and thereby the government will have time to dodge and destroy whatever evidence they can to get themselves out of where they are ruffled deep into. But let us go to Hugh Wildman's explanation of what happened at court and where they are planning to take it.
By me and the finest, and even the court today, saying that Mr. Buchanan presented evidence of serious breaches. So, in light of those concessions, it's my perspective that it's a proper case to go under the constitution of the election. So,
let me just add. I hear Council White was saying in his view. That's an important point. The law exists in a gray area between the black and white. That is clear. And that is why there are levels of courts. That is why when you get a decision, it can be reviewed and it can be appealed and you can go higher and higher. The fact that a court makes a decision that is reviewed later doesn't mean the court was unlawful in their decision, though you may disagree with the decision. I disagree with the decision of this court, but I understand it. And what I'm glad about is the fact that the doors of justice, the doors to justice are not shut merely because we disagree with a court's decision. And when we go and sit and review, we may come to the same view as Mr. Wildman or not, but either way, an attorney can pursue, a litigant can pursue justice further. Yes. My understanding of the judgment today, and I didn't even hear all of it, but from what I've heard, and I realized it's following the same trend of the judgment is that though this litigant did everything correct, did nothing wrong, acted within time, going to the constitutional authority, There's another route, and that is to go to the election court and petition. I feel that there should be a challenge having the constitutional authority implemented in the first place.
Yes.
Because by electing to go that route, which was not wrong, the court is now saying that you never do anything wrong, but you have no out of time to go the other route if that route was okay. That I think is a constitution. It's a conundrum created
That's unnecessary.
by unnecessary legislation.
Yes.
Because prior to the constitutional authority,
It was one rule.
there was one rule.
That's correct.
Now they create a new law.
Yeah.
So you can elect to go with the new law.
And they're saying that it shall go somewhere.
No, I know they're saying they want to send you somewhere else, but time run out to send you somewhere else. There's something wrong with that. That's why I find the existence of the two legislation being conflict. If it gives the effect of it,
It's a shut you out from justice.
from justice. And so the Constitution, I feel,
In the Supreme Law.
is the right route
To go.
to explore. And so we can explore where that will take.
Throughout this argument, it doesn't end. Jamaica was one of Europa,
Yes.
which is a representation of
Yes.
governed free and fair election. If a court has agreed that they are egregious breaches, and so fine, but come to the conclusion
Yes.
that the substantive matters cannot be addressed at the time because of time. What is there for the litigant? What remains of the law? I think the sanctity of Europa was protected.
That's
I
correct.
will pursue this matter, this issue, this challenge to the end.
Yes.
Even if it means that we have to go to the criminal.
That's correct.
People must be held to account to this. If this fails, what will happen in future elections?
Yes.
This concerns all candidates now and in the future.
And all electors must be concerned.
Yeah, and it's important because when you have a concession, even today, the court conceded that Mr. Buchanan presented serious breaches of the Representation Act or the Constitutional Law. They started by saying that there are serious breaches of that, and that is what this case is all about. Where there's serious breaches that were presented that should have been acted on by the Constitutional Law, and they did not. So it gives the right man of his rights, and what it also means is that, which is concession by the state, that there were these serious breaches, means that you have an elected person, sitting in Parliament, who is not properly elected. That's the case.
And let me just add for the benefit of the people from practical. If you are saying mass invade police station, polling station in 2026, 2025, and that is not in dispute.
Never challenge.
If never challenge, not even people on the other side believe that it didn't happen. If you are saying there is an agreed route with the returning officers between both candidates, and there's a variation of that route on election night without no agent, which should have been done and wasn't done. These are serious breaches.
Yes.
In fact, one of the issues that I council doesn't like me to go there, but because of the fear that's setting, a lot of the things that would have been allowed in an election, which have been denied, you have before the entire Jamaica. I am leading in 87 out of 105 votes. And the internet went.
Yes.
Where is the culpability?
Yes.
What is behind all of that? The lights went. This is when they were taking my boxes from my stronghold into Tower Hill, which you don't even go there on Christmas Day, much less on an election night. What was the police doing, taking my boxes, going west when the counting station is east?
Yeah.
What is the motive? None of these things have been addressed. They have not been challenged. They have not been addressed. And that would have been addressed because we can adduce new evidence. Some breaches are there, which Roper allowed for, not addressed. The fight continues.
Yes.
At the time we went through.
Fight.
Because of time.
And I don't agree with that because we say that where there's a nullity, time does not protect.
The truth is, I expected this form of mumbo jumbo from the court in relation to this particular case. I did say here, nothing I don't think will come off this case until if it gets to the Privy Council. That's when we might have sensible ruling or ruling of judges that are not compromised. Me never expect any different. Anyone I know follow me should know by now. Me always that don't build up on no hopes. Even though the courts are saying there's credible evidence presented, there are breaches identified in the credible evidence presented. But, said the court, you're out of time, or we don't have the time, or we don't have the courage. Is it about time or courage? Let me ask the judiciary. Let me ask the judiciary this question. Is it time that is against Paul Buchanan, or is it courage of our judges to do the right thing? The Supreme Court in Jamaica is just like the Supreme Court in America. They're very political. It's not like the Supreme Court in England, which is administrative on justice. Because our judges here are not chosen by politicians, you see. Where Jamaican judges and American judges, politicians have a lot to do with their elevation. But over here, it's a judicial college that trains and elevates judges rather than the political system. So, just like how you see in America, when it's like how Donald Trump full up the benches with conservative judges, you'll get conservative decisions. Like Andrew Holness pay the judges decently and handsomely, you will get these type of decision that either is political or protect politician to a level. And look at how the Royal Reed case is just ducking and diving through the system. Look at how Royal Reed case is ducking and diving through the system. Our judges not are not as impartial as we may want to think or as they would want to have us believe. They're not all that impartial. Their political precision will be a part of it. The question, though, will Andrew Holness take the Integrity Commission to the Privy Council? We're waiting to see that, because the Privy Council doesn't play, you see. The Privy Council doesn't play. So let us see if Andrew Holness will appeal the court's decision, read the Integrity Commission to the Supreme Court in Britain. But boy, may I tell you, Jamaica is a bus where even if it a give free ride, some people may bypass it. Because nothing not really go on too tough. Nothing not really go on, you know. All we have is corruption piling up on top of corruption. And Andrew Wheatley, may I beg the Supreme, the court make case rule upon Andrew Wheatley as well, because his case also is a butt against son case, like for Andrew Holness. Because when you look at the Integrity Commission, how much time they have to defend themselves against the Integrity Commission, to clear their name when it comes to their statutory declaration, they have more than enough time. So them look a frivolous argument here where them go to the court with, it's not gonna buy them time when it comes to the Integrity Commission. The Integrity Commission have a lot of lawyers and retired judges over there. So these people are getting a lot of what they do right. The problem is for this government, because they cannot do anything right, because they regularly, it's the theme of this government, get caught out on corruption at all different levels, high and low. Then they seek to destroy an agency like the Integrity Commission with a lot of frivolous lawsuit without legal basis, lawsuit just because them faced it, lawsuit just because them feel they are entitled. So the courts may work in one angle and it don't work in the other angle. But certainly the IC case is a big victory for the IC. It's vindication for the IC. Because based on Andrew Holness and his team, the IC's PNP, as to why Andrew Holness get up and appoint so much PNP at the IC, it's beyond me. It's beyond me. How come Andrew Holness managed to walk and search out so much PNP and put them at the IC for harass him? But in this country, and I hope these judges are not PNP, because in this country, when you speak the truth, especially to the Andrew Holness-led regime, your PNP, your bad mind, your everything else but a Jamaican who care about your country. You're everything else except for a concern or a patriotic Jamaican. I don't mind being anything whether I be Labour or PNP want brand me to be. I really don't mind. Man cannot joke me in my foot when I walk. So, it not really mind. But when a court can tell you, say, we identify breaches, but you're out of time, then it only left them because these are legislative technicalities. So they are going around to the higher power, which is the Constitution, which overrides any legislative mechanism that allows the court to let Andrew Holness be sitting in that questionable position as to whether the Prime Minister constitutionally deserved to sit there. So we're waiting to see what's the challenge is going to be. How Hugh Wildman and his team will produce in relation to the election galangin. People no hit the like button or come off of the live. One of the AFF and not participate. Leonard Denton, how you do? No can't hit the like button, you know. It's not a crime. It's not a crime. So we'll wait to see how this case will progress. Who will go to the Privy Council and who will not? Who will waste more time and money and who will not? So based on the ruling, the IC can now continue their investigation in the Prime Minister unless the Prime Minister goes to the Privy Council and asks for a stay until the Privy Council adjudicate on the matter. The investigation into the Prime Minister's dodgy finances continues. It continues. But Dennis Chung, I think, have questions to answer. If Dennis Chung claim he had investigated Andrew Holness, what was sent over to him and nothing was there to see, even though that was his position before given the job. If there was a stay on the investigation, does that not apply to the Financial Investigative Division, which mean they couldn't have carried out an investigation into the Prime Minister while there was a stay on it? You were asked to stop until the court rules. So that is what I would want clarity on from FID. Somebody, one of the lawyers in the case, or somebody from the IC. I'm confused by that part. Oldness! Me hear other vloggers that talk about it, but the reason why me talk about it now, me see Nationwide start write about it. On Friday evening, me if it is, but I never come Friday evening. Nationwide come out. Everard Warmington come out. Disgrace a pop when the Labour Party, you know. The way how me see Babs there gloat, me see Babs there one gospel concert. The way how Babs there gloat and a carry on Andrew Holness. Babs there show you say, hey boy, you think I lick rub my back, rubber dot for this? Hey boy, make a prison for this. Hey boy, but they a long time before you fight the war. When we fight the war with Michael Manley and DK Duncan, remember say you did that high school dirty boy. My words, actually. But Rukus a papwe in the Jamaica Labour Party. The war between Currency Morrison and Babsy Grange catch fever pitch. Because when Auntie Stella Morrison, have to come call out Holness say, settle the score. Settle the score, said Auntie Stella. Then you know, say, it's a big old brawl internally. When Auntie Stella have to come out and tell Andrew to address the issue, you know it's a big old brawl going on between. So we hope. Did Pernell Charles Sr. retire? Yeah, man, enough for him seat. Michelle Charles did get Pernell Charles Sr. He retired. For him seat, Michelle Charles get. Remember him had a seat for 1980 when he thief off the whole of the land them at St. Thomas in 82 and put in at the St. Thomas farm holdings. But that's why this youth was saying where the Rosemary Shaw break the dynasty of the Charleses, because from the pooper where kiss the daughter upon his lip. Pernell Charles where suck out Michelle Charles' tongue. Yeah! Father and daughter. So, me want labor rights to come out. Julia Hartley Brewer, Sheila Fergity, you know who is Julia and Sheila. That's Marlon and Abka. And on currency always draw table when you come to the PNP, them, you know. Sheila and Julia, on currency, normally draw table and come out here with press conference. We're asking Sheila and Julia to address the issue. You can't stay so silent. Big war. This is war in the cabinet, you know. This is not just war in the Jamaica Labour Party. This is not just a war in the Jamaica Labour Party. This is war in the cabinet. This is war in the cabinet. So we need to hear more from Cliff. We need Andrew Holness, Sheila, Julia, and the rest of them to come out and address the issue. Because one thing with Auntie Stella, Everett Warmington, one thing with Auntie Stella not lie. You don't know if something rub Auntie Stella a come out and Auntie Stella a talk about it. It's not like Auntie Angela we come out, come say the papers a lie, even when a him a lie, he will come out and blame upon the papers. So we're asking Julia Hartley Brewer, we're asking Sheila Fergity to come out and have a press conference. Kill the story if not no go so. But on our own Mulvina Bachelet published the story. So at least we can say Mulvina Bachelet back both sides of the fence. He might come out with PNP vice note and he might come out with labor war. But it is said, Mulvina, there is a voice recording of Slam Bam. Thank you, madam. Haven't you had hold of it yet, Granny? Haven't you had hold of it yet? Because we would want to hear something from the Ross clot and blood clot them where Babsy Holness tell Andrew Holness. I wonder, just wondering, if Babsy Grain, as Derval would call her, Babsy Grain, if Babsy Grain is going to team up with Rosalie Hamilton, people who you want to get rid of, to entrench Prime Minister, your particular corrupt beast. Let me go turn up the air fryer there. Let me go turn up the air fryer. So I want my chicken back them for soak. Yeah. 1 second.
Too long in our little ghetto. Run, keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, night. We gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and cry. Fight down. Me say Rastafari. War and cry. And do the righteousness. And we love. And we love Jaja.
Thank you very much for holding on and welcome back. From one narcissist to another. Nasty Gina, morning, oh you know. No, I break record yesterday. I broke record yesterday. I listened to Jamaica Hot Topic for the very first time. Whole 4 hours of his 2 program that was sent to me. Yeah, very first time in my life. Me listen to shit pit. But let me first deal with Ishmael. Oh dear. Gina Henkel said this is his blooming season. Gina daughter, if I saw blooming look, me no want to see it. If I saw blooming look, Gina Henkel, because when you're there blooming or Gina, when you're there bloom, you never come with a bloom story. And I know when cobweb and old man beard I grow all about you. At that time you come say I bloom. Here am I wasting my time. Because I not cuss you, you know. No, sir. I not cuss you. Because vindication, I gotta vindicate me. Especially when you are La Cynthia. When you and your big sister was say she no gay, she a man. I don't know how she come to that conclusion there. How Jamaica at topic come to the conclusion say she's a man. And she like daughter. I mean, there are private detectives and there are detectives. I mean, doesn't mean they both are not detective, darling. But let me first go to Ishmael's show. Oh dear, what can I say? I wish Ishmael would stop listening to Andre audience or stop ponder to them. I wish Ishmael Douglas could stop listen to or ponder to Andre Stevens' audience. You know, the big sour crutches woman them? Yeah. Me hear all hot topic at telling about on a lonely boringness. Me think of me one. But vindication for me is, for 3 years, people are thinking, oh, Wayne is hurt. Oh, Wayne is bad mind. Oh, Wayne is grateful. Wayne is pain. Wayne cannot get over. And all sorts of fuckery. I wonder, just wondering, why Andre Stevens' audience cannot free me, let me fly. Because for the very first time also, I spent a lot of time yesterday in Jamaica's Hot Topic comment. And some of these people are still referring back to like me and Jamaica Hot Topic are work together. What if you repeat again, Jamrock? Me and Jamaica, let me tell you something. I don't necessarily hate Andre, but I can tell you for sure, I hate Jamaica Hot Topic. There may be a day when me and Nancy Gina talk again. There will never, never, ever be a day where me and La Cynthia will ever change word, for good or bad. Me only watch La Cynthia show yesterday just because God is vindicating me at a time when Andre Stevens is blooming. Because if anyone remember in 2003 late and early 2000, not 2003, 2023 to early 2024, those two form an alliance to bring me down. Even when Gina Henkels was out there acting mad to get sympathy, La Cynthia was the one who nightly pulled me down. God is vindicating me. I wonder if my Psalms them at work. They're all falling apart in front of my face. Everybody where Andre set up against me, put up against me, Ishmael, Jamaica Hot Topic, you name the lot. You think a little audience Andre call and tell said, don't watch Wayne? What have I been saying that Ishmael for the last 3 years, that Ishmael and Jamaica Hot Topic is now not saying? Is it this why they're all working with me? Because that's what they're saying. Them a work with the boy at England. Them a work with the boy at England. You stay the up and remember all of their name them. Remember all of their name them. No, me hate Jamaica Hot Topic. Hate him. Like literally hate him. Would hold him and throw him to a pack of wolves. Literally like that. Elaine Turner. I literally hate him. And there's nothing wrong with hate. The Bible tells us there's a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace, and a time for war. The Bible doesn't have an objection to hate per se. The Bible tells us there is a time for it. And when people do things that causes you to hate them, then I think the Bible justifies that. I don't hate him without a reason or a cause. The whole on to know why I hate him. The whole on know and ought to know by now why I hate him. But I was painstakingly forced to listen. But Mr. Season Man, what your name again? Back to Ishmael. The season man, I'm cooking with your season this morning for the very first time. Season to the bone. Mr. Season to the bone, you said something which I know as fact. For the very first time, because one of my cousins come from Jamaica in a week, last week, Saturday to be exact, I think. And me get some season to the bone, some of your season to the bone season. You seasoned to the bone. I cooked my chicken back this morning. But you said something on Thursday night. Was it Thursday or Friday night? Friday night, rather. Which I know to be true. Because I never heard those words either. For over a year of doing a lot. The word thank you coming from Andre Stephen. I mean, it's like that has done that young man something. The word thank you or I'm sorry, them something there really look like, Andre Stephen something. So when you say you buy all of these equipment, car down and come set up for Andre and not even thank you, he didn't said. I know you are speaking the truth. If you never speak any truth, coming on know of the things them where you say, may I take your words for it. But when you say you do all these things for Andre, Andre never even tell you thank you, I know that of a fact. He cannot, when it comes to I'm sorry or thank you, if Andre said them something, them I go drop dead. He doesn't have the human appreciation. Even though he demands, she rather, demands undying loyalty from everybody. It is one thing Andre don't have, loyalty. It is the very problem with Gina Henkels and Wayne Forbes, with Gina Henkels and unnamed producers, with Gina Henkels and Perry Cummins, with Gina Henkels and Ishmael Douglas, with Gina Henkels and Isaac Buchanan, with Gina Henkels and Mitchie Dex, and a whole plethora of others. When last time you call Sashi name? When last time you call Mr. McLean, Chantel, or no. If you don't bow down and worship me, look up on the mountain top, far across the sea. The devil said, look up on those hills away. All those things are mine. If you fall and worship me, I will give unto you. Go your way and sin no more, for I am the Lord thy God. Andre Stevens have a barefaced devil mentality. You know the devil who tempted Christ? That tell Christ that he will give him the world if he bow down and worship him? That is the Andre Stevens. That is the Andre Stevens. How is it that so much people can get it wrong? Andre Stevens, when I cuss you this morning, I'm just asking, how is it that so much people can get it wrong? Why everybody target you, my girl? Why everybody have a hatred for you? And they don't, because if me not hate you, I don't think the other one them hate you. Gina Enkles, if me not hate you, me can't see the other one them hating you because the worst was done to me by you. And the same like a dog shit the Jamaica at topic. But did he scrub you up well yesterday? I mean, there was another. That's why people were interested for me to listen to it, because he may go take it down. Like when he did rub you out. When he did carry you go riverside, go beat you up on rock stone and scrub a board. He quickly take down the live. So many people didn't see it and it wasn't screen recorded. This your time your evidence out the road. I mean, you see when two girlfriend break out, when two girlfriend and Jamaica at top it, top talk so you're not batty man. Girlfriend, stop it. Daughter, La Cynthia, stop it. We don't no go summer. We don't it no bad way. Stop it. Daughter, you don't see the antenna? I mean, haven't you seen the antenna? But Andre Stevens, I wonder if your pastor can sit down and have a word, but then again, him and him pastor is the same. My girl, have you ever looked into yourself? Have you ever laid down at night time after you tell the lie them and think? Have you ever laid down and think after you tell the lie them? Do you understand, Gina Enkles, that there are people out here with a brain? Do you understand, Gina, why you're falling apart bit by bit? Because what people thought was because I was hurt or because me bad man or me a look audience. Everybody a look audience off for you, so? I mean, the mentality, darling, that you owned YouTube, the mentality that everybody must get a pass through you. Rotten batty hole and Jay. Stop it. Boy, the why me call you rotten batty hole because boy, just say you need pampers. Don't know if I they pull up one them. Don't know if a Huggies or whichever one. He must know so you're rotten. Me no know. Me don't go say what them say. Talk it truth. Sometimes you don't feel like you want to look into yourself because it cannot be Andre Stevens. It cannot be. And we can't see what people are bad mind you for. I cannot see what people would bad mind you for. Because when you and I were working together, we were millions in Jamaica dollar on YouTube. It didn't benefit your daughter. And you work, you still at work. Over the since 24 to now, you've worked millions. You've begged millions in Jamaica currency. It still not benefit you. So me not see what anybody would have a grudge you for. Nobody no want to take your space because you see, Andre Stevens, one thing La Cynthia said yesterday, which is true. You're not bright. I've always been telling people. I wish more people who deal with you in the inner circle could come out and admit this thing. You're not bright, darling. You're just a nicely spoken dunce. You're a good storyteller, mind you, sweetheart. Very good at telling a story. You're a laborite, darling. Very bagger, very hurtful, and love to tear everybody down. It's how you came out, sweetheart. You came out tearing down the wholenesses. Tear down that didn't really work, did it? Because those tear down, Ladybug, how you know? Those tear down were meant to get rid of the wholenesses at a general election. They control the executive and the legislature. And let me turn here to Mark Golden and the PNP. Uno go have stiff opposition, Mark Golden and it. Because uno lose when it come to giving Andre a seat. If anything goes so, which I know it's not true, but Andre is peddling that argument. And because PNP freedom platform, PNP allow him to continue to peddle that argument. So them a go give him seat. Mark Golden, you lose chief vlogger right there, so. You lose Global TV, you lose Jamaica Carlos, and me know the Nasila Cynthia not giving Unos him support, our support when it come to Gina Enkles. Uno now go get our La Cynthia's support when it come to Gina Enkles. Because Mark Golden, uno me case, no? Remember, say me have more voice recording, you know? Because hear the one already. We're in talk about how Dayton Campbell is the most. When him and Dennis Meadows, when the two laborites was chatting, Mark Golden and Dayton Campbell. Remember what Gina said. Mark Golden cannot be prime minister for this country. And remember, Gina said, but make them use you and spit you out at the last point because you know how they stay. Dayton Campbell is the most dishonorable guy I know. Andre, there's the three top brass or the four top brass of the PNP. Me can categorically tell you, Andre no like them. And we can provide proof, Andre Stephen. You don't like Mark Golden. You do not like Peter Bunting. You do not like Angela Brownberg because you thought Angela Brownberg, when you helped her to become the chairman of the PNP, she became disloyal to you. So you don't like Angela Brownberg, you don't like Peter Bunting, you don't like Dayton Campbell, and you certainly do not like Mark Golden. I know that of a fact. So when you know hear Jamaica at topic attack, it's the haters me hate that they bitch then. And a lie. It's not lie. There's few little things we're off key with. But it is important when insiders like him speak, when arch enemy to me speak, because they're not speaking on my behalf. They are not speaking on my behalf. They're speaking about their own experience. Al Ishmael, me know Ishmael been through a lot, you know. You know why I know Ishmael been through a lot? Because I've been there before. Me Ishmael not talk, and because Andre we don't have no dealings or anything, because Andre did corrupt the whole of them against me. It is why no vlogger no call me name. It is why no PNP vlogger no recognize me. Because every PNP vlogger have to stoop to Andre's demand. Every PNP vlogger think Andre control the audience. Andre control the PNP audience. So we have to bow prostrate before Andre Stevens. All if we listen to Wayne, all if we're sympathetic to Wayne, we can't make Andre know because we don't want to lose the viewing. Motherfuckers. Only no sooner take the disrespect now. Andre, Isaac Perry, Isaac Perry, Ishmael, everybody. You don't get it now. The only thing you couldn't do to Uno, when do to me, is mess up on a character when it come to money. But him try mess on no. Because me put a blockage on him, can't mess up nobody else with money out here again. Can't send nobody thief on him out here again. But gotta vindicate me. Gotta show the world, say, Wayne was never the problem. Gotta show the world, say, Wayne was innocent. God is pointing everybody into the direction, say, see the problem there. See the bad mind there. See the grudgeful there. See the envy there. See the bad mind there. See the grudgeful there. See the envy there. No, so me Ladybug, me go respond to the show what Ishmael do on Friday night. But Ishmael and Dirty Jamaica had topic do on Friday night. Robbing Gina and exposing Gina. Because these things must happen. God have to make these things happen to vindicate Wayne. Because even when piss up, shit up, pussy Winnie will wipe her body forward. Winnie will wipe her ass forward and full up her pussy and shit. That they not see all man there. Winnie need to go wash the dry shit them out her mucky front. You know, say Jamaica a topic a cuss on now say oh lonely woman as everybody know no, you know. Just like how everybody know Gina. Everybody know them nasty old man there. The boring old man them. The old man them when their husband left them for young girl. Everybody know no by now. Everybody sister uno animal. Everybody sister uno beat out sluts. Because when big woman like uno come on and behave them way, they make a little boy. This is how these sluts, these big old hard up sluts, never mind all the Michelle Bradshaw, fear pussy have gun, grenade, sinkhole, you name it, anything to kill, you can find it under Michelle Bradshaw. Remember Michelle Bradshaw cartoon was the two. Michelle Bradshaw cartoon and Andre is the most despicable thing on social media. Nasty Michelle Bradshaw, dirty Gina Henkels, and cartoon with our front, pan our forehead, where everybody just a walk and pint in our front, so are the most despicable things on Facebook. And this is why I say, me not go stop pull down Mark Golden. You know why? Because if Mark Golden have one like a batty fish, I control the party and control the party narrative, Mark Golden not deserve my support. PNP not deserve my support. I mean, Gina present himself to the world how the world must view Gina. What it is about Gina that the PNP thinks Jamaica deserve. From Andre come out, Andre not stop pull down and disgrace everybody. Andre not stop step on everybody, forget where he want to go. And that's where Mark Golden want to take the PNP and want support like mine. Me know say it, but remember me did before Ishmael time come, after it went after Perry. Remember me tell Ishmael, your time will come soon. And everybody who is in Andre inner circle, their time will come. It's not a matter of if, but when. It's not a matter of if, but when. All of them time will come. All of them will sit down. All of these adults will sit down and make a little girl take them and manipulate them against me. Manipulate them against other people. I mean, only a fool would not think that I one day will meet that fate too. I one day will meet that fate too. So me not understand what the PNP see. Because what PNP not understand, as we hear the dirty boy say, the dirty girl Cynthia say yesterday, a lot of diehard sensible PNP remove them support. Remove them support from the PNP because of this. How come the PNP couldn't throw themselves up to one little Batman, so? Like, seriously. Hmm? And the PNP think that there's a future for them in Jamaica with a labor right entrenched in the middle, a labor right who regularly attacks the whole of the PNP. Belinda Briscoe, you never hear Mark Golden come on Andre channel and never make Andre spoke the argument in front time face. What you have to understand, PNP have a duty. Hold on, let me go turn on back my thing there. You know, the air fryer, it wind itself down. I have to go turn it back up. Hold on.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just a and I as a watching man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gonna bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down. Me say Rastafari. War and crime. And do the righteousness.
No one piece of French fried chicken back? None of unus want a piece of French fried chicken back. Now, let me say, the People's National Party have a duty to make sure information is clear and understood. If it is that they did not give Andre the go-ahead or the all clear to come out publicly and make that statement, to also be making t-shirt and selling, that's misrepresentation of the People's National Party's view. They allowed it. Hope I'll get peace. They allowed it. So we can't come in my comment, can't tell me, say, maybe them never said this, maybe them never said that. Their job is to make it clear in a statement that there isn't such. Ask yourself the question, why, if it no go so, are they going along with it? If it no go so, Debbie Jervis get peace. If it don't go so, ask yourself the question, why is the PNP going along with it? Why the PNP is allowing Andre Stevens, aka Gina Henkels, to bring the People's National Party into disrepute? Why are they allowing him to do it? What are they afraid of? Because if it is that the PNP is going to suck up to 90,000 people, if he can get there yet, who most of them live in the diaspora, then PNP isn't worthy of our time or support. PNP isn't worthy of our time or support. If it is, they have to pander to Andre because they don't want Andre attack them. Listen, me know that my platform is a no-no. Their big upcoming platform like Ishmael and Perry and all of that, we don't have to depend on Andre when the next election come round. The only thing Andre used to propel himself in the space is the political mix-up that he's privy to. Juliet Baker, thank you. It's the political mix-up. And because Jamaica people's mentality is locked into mix-up, you not go on Andre platform because you not get any better information over there or content better over there than over here or anywhere else. No, it's the mix-up. At that whole on. Because the mindset, especially of on PNP, on don't in the intellectual thing, on just in the bagger tear down Andrew Holness and Juliet Holness. It's what goes on over there. It's a pull down artist. It's how him come out. It's how he's gonna always exist. Andre cannot exist without controversy. He creates them, mind you. He cannot exist without a controversy. That controversy that the PNP is harboring. That controversy, that controversy that is going to bring the PNP further down into disrepute. So the more they make Andre run with this nonsense, is the more support the PNP is losing. Because if PNP gives a disgruntled Labourite a seat to run for, the PNP don't deserve power in our country. If the PNP see Andre Stevens, who cannot speak to his audience with respect, and they want him to have constituency representation in our country, it's the PNP's job to make sure Andre not draw them into disrepute. Otherwise, there is something that the PNP is afraid of. What might that be? I don't know, and I don't want to speculate. But let me tell the PNP something. Prepare yourself. If Andre Stevens is running, then may I work with Labourite. It's as simple as that. Without any water in my mouth. Because I don't see a difference supporting Andrew Holness and supporting Andre Stevens. I would rather support Andrew Holness than Andre Stevens. It's as simple as that. When it comes to politics, I'd rather support Andrew Holness than Andre Stevens. Because as worse as we know Andrew Holness is, Andre Stevens with power Andre Stevens with power will be a detriment to everything in its way. If it is that Andre Stevens with a few little viewers create a demigod mentality, create a demigod audience. Imagine him being a member of parliament. What is the PNP taking political representation to? PNP, let me tell you something. Not with my support. I'd rather support a dog running for politics, running for representation in our country than Andre. Because one thing, dogs are very loyal animals when you take care of them. Andre Stevens is a hyena. You feed this hyena. Look at our crocodiles in St. Elizabeth. The people who look after them can hug them up and rub them nose and all of that. Nobody will look after Andre Stevens, can't tame him. Andre Stevens cannot deal with success. If I have to mash it up, and we've seen it all the time. So how come the PNP are going to stay and continue make Andre propel that argument and then want people like me on board? Me and Carlos is not on board. Me and Carlos will never be on board for something like this. We will be stiff opposition. Mark Golden, everything I got through the time there. Because you know what? Andre belongs in the cesspit. That's the mindset he has. A cesspit mindset. A mindset where he continues to pull people down to rise above them. But God is showing him that you're obia walking and you're demonizing of other people's character. There's a limit to it. There's a limit to the hope of obia where you work, Andre. There's also a limit to you destroying other people's reputation to get where you want to go. I know the women on your platform are stupid and dunce, dumb, feckless, and backwards. Some of them really cannot or will never get help. Exactly, Marcia. He's putting PNP in a corner. But what I'm saying to the PNP is, why a guy with just 90,000 people ought to back you into a corner? Half of Andre's audience or more is in the diaspora. It's the same. The channel when we did run the channel together, the analytics told us, or analytics told us where our audiences are. Andre's audience is not Jamaica, the biggest part-time audience. His biggest part-time audience are the boring, lonely, sad women in the diaspora. Then his Jamaica audience is more of the people them who love the mix-up, blem and pasa. You know the PNP them who can't read anything? And he do also have labor rights in a remember, you know, when Andre come out, even though he was pulling down Andrew and Juliet, he was also pulling down Mark Golden. I've been a Sarkodie. Oh, you do? Well, this is how the PNP behave, Artnell, as if Andre have power and influence over them. Because what Andre Stevens is doing in relation to the up the street fuckery, it's bringing the People's National Party into disrepute. It is bringing the People's National Party into disrepute. The People's National Party have not responded to that. In fact, Mark Golden go onto his show and did not dispute it. What that does is leave us to believe what Gina Henkel is saying, or even if we don't believe what Gina Henkel says, is to act upon it. Now, look at Gina Henkel's public behavior. Don't you think even if the People's National Party was planning to give Gina a seat to run for, the public display of Gina Henkel should have made the People's National Party reconsider such bullshit? Rather, while Andre Stephen is attacking them or people among them, Isaac Buchanan, Damian Crawford, such a like and such a forth, while he is bringing down everything and everybody in a way, PNP vloggers and all sorts. Don't you think the People's National Party should reassess? Huh? So the People National Party have to deal with whatever comes. Whatever, me not understand where I'm going in a PNP. And that's why PNP cannot have my support. Me can't support a PNP when I act much better than Labour. If Mark Golding never see Lawrence Rowe credible enough to go forward, I mean, Gina Henkels is far way worse than Pansita Pickles. What we know of Gina Henkels, no. We didn't know of Pansita Pickles until the fracas between them and Pansita. That was when Pansita's real color came out. And one could understand why Pansita behaved in the way she did. Because she felt trusted by the People's National Party. Now, what Mark Golding and the PMP is setting up themselves for is for an even more longer and nastier flush out between them and Gina Henkels. Because why it should be nipped in the bud here is so that when it come time, Andre don't have a lot of beans a spill for them, because they would have given Andre certain information during election campaign and all of that. Andre possibly would have been privy to some of their political strategies deployed. So, but if Gina not kill nobody for no, if Gina ain't can't no go Obia man, if Gina ain't can't no go dash when no belly, then me not see no reason for Gina hold on to ransom. Gina ain't son no go thief. So what PNP is allowing Gina to peddle in public, it's not helping the People's National Party. Don't you see how Gina is falling apart with grace and numbers? When you said Gina viewing cut by her more than half, because Gina got to the top of the mountain, and Gina is on her way back down. Andre Stephen thinks this was going to be forever. It's not going to be forever. People can see through you. And it's because Jamaica, and the reason why Jamaica people watch you is because them have enough of Andrew Holness. When there's no more Andrew Holness, Jamaica people don't want to see or hear and Gina Henkels. Literally. There's nothing about Andre Stephen that you can like for very long. Literally. Nothing. And I mean, every squabble with someone internally shows us that there's a deep-rooted and deep-seated problem when it comes to Andre Stevens. He lacked a lot of human abilities. You know, sister, even him advertisers them are jumping ship. You know now watch the play PNP? You know not watching the play? Even him advertisers them are left. Because Andre Stevens, as the man from Season to the Bone, he has one, no loyalty, but he has no respect. He has no loyalty, but he has no respect. On hear the information them what Ishmael put out one night. I mean, I do believe Ishmael is holding back. Ishmael's supposed to can put out a lot more damning information. I do believe he is holding back. When you see a person like Isaac and Andre at loggerheads, when you see the disrespect of Isaac Buchanan, when you see the targeting of Isaac Buchanan, if nothing else wakes up the People's National Party, when he turned on Isaac Buchanan, that was a wake-up call. That was a wake-up call for the PNP. But instead, the PNP go deeper into the nonsense. He doesn't know how to speak to people at all. Because he has this thing in his mind, and because these old, dull, beat-out jackfruit of a woman on his show make him feel I been me hear the man, and what that man say is true, especially when he say Andre never even said thanks to him. Of all the things I've ever done for Andre never yet said thanks. He cannot. This is why I know Andre is not a human. Andre Stevens is not a human. He cannot display human traits. Andre only display human traits when he wants to beg, when he wants to pull a wool over your eyes. That's when he acts as a human. But watch in the same breath of that. When him beg on don't respond instantaneously, he goes on the attack against you all. Don't notice that? So even when him a beg you and act like he's human, acting like him have respect, he then went on the attack immediately. If him don't see you ask him for the Zelle, or if him don't see anything coming at the cash app immediately, he goes immediately on the attack. He's not human. He cannot display human traits. What Mark Golden and the team must look and see, if Andre deal with his audience in this way, how could Andre deal with a constituency full of problems? So the PNP must cut the bullshit, because this bullshit is going to hurt the PNP. Andre Stevens is nobody out here. All of we have platform. The whole of we brighter than Andre. Yes, Andre have a skill in storytelling. Andre understand the mix-up craft. Andre is a narcissist, so him know how to manipulate people's mind. We're not narcissists. Don't expect us to come out here and act mad. We're not. He's a narcissist. He knows how to manipulate people's mind. If you ever speak to his mother said he's been doing that manipulative behavior from he was 9 years old. He doesn't know any better. As his friend and sister told him, he's a person short of love. Andre cannot love anybody. He cannot be nice, courteous, or gentle to anybody. He doesn't understand love. He doesn't understand family. And when people don't understand family or love, it's a danger to put them in charge of other people. YouTube is a marketplace. All of us can come and set up with stall. And me bring Andre to YouTube. And me boss Andre on YouTube. And we in Lonesome bring Andre to the world on a big scale. And then me carry him go over YouTube, go make him into a dinosaur, a hyena, a chicken back eating crocodile. So when Andre come like him ordained by God, and when Andre come like him work him way up, no, you never work your way up, Andre Stevens. You capitalize off the death of Donnelly Donaldson. Even though what we did helped to deliver justice in the case, you capitalize off that pain. It wasn't that you were sincere about the Donnelly Donaldson case, and this is true. I'm saying it now, but it is true. It wasn't that Andre was sincere about the case. When we played the voice note and he saw that he hit the jackpot, he latched onto the case and him reached now out of it. But it wasn't because he really cared. And this is what Andre does. Andre deals with what is called the human story. Something that he can use to grip your emotion and your attention. Me can't behave them way then. Me is a jankro. You see. Me is a jankro. So me can't behave them way there because I cannot play on people's vulnerability. I can't do that. I have a conscience. I have family. You understand? I'm from a community. I grew up with people. I grew up in a loving family. Yes, all siblings have squabble, but I grew up in a loving family. Where today we still have, barring the thief in one with thief mama house, we still have good communication. Andre has no family. Andre has no friends. And those two things are very important. That's why I don't understand how these old women, these old beat out jackfruit, these old juiced out soursop that he called audience over there. I don't know how they don't see. The guy don't have friends. The guy don't have family. He cannot have respect or he cannot be loyal to anything else. The reason for him lack of friendship and lack of family is because of those same very behavior. What these big beat out women need to do is to check Andre Stevens. If you want to help Andre, you need to check him. You need to advise him. You need to tell him when he's wrong. That's why hope all the children end up at prison or in a cemetery. You know? That's why you see us Jamaicans, We bury more young people than anywhere else in the Caribbean or in the world because of the mentality that we young people them get found with. Be a violence, be a bad mind, be a grudgeful. I want to make Andre stay so. I want to make Andre stay so. Because every time Andre behave, wanna blame Wayne. Because all in a Jamaica had topic comment, in a Ishmael comment, are the boy of England, them a follow. Are the boy of England, them a work with, no, work with they say. Are the boy of England, them a work with. Like seriously? Seriously? What Andre Stevens done to his own people internally is my fault. Huh? Because of that, many people are saying in the comment, oh, who are the door now? Bear with me, globalists. Bear with.
Too long in our little ghetto. Run, keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watching man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night. We gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for jumping. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down. Me say Rastafari. War and crime. And do that righteousness. And we love. And we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. We love Jaja. We love Put time away. Put time away again. Listen.
Yeah. Sorry about that and welcome back. To be a human, you have to have family engagement. You have to have community engagement. He cannot do that. He cannot do that. And when Mark Golden them give him assurance or make him a walk around with the narrative that he's going to get seat in the PNP, Mark Golden is doing the PNP injustice. Because if it is that Mark Golden never said Lawrence Rowe credible, what about Andre's public behavior? Andre have a 90,000 audience on YouTube. 90,000 of which most of these people lives in the diaspora. 90,000 of which most of these people lives in the diaspora. What is that for the PNP to ponder to? You think Jamaica people could have money to give Andre and waste with Andre? It's the boring diaspora who has nothing to do. So the longer the PNP make Andre run with the narrative, it's the more it's going to hurt the PNP. When you notice if an election done, Andre audience is going down and down and down. And because he's not used to that, because he's not used to that, he's creating all kind of controversy. He's attacking every and anybody, thinking that controversy will bring up his audience. He's trying to bring down other people in order to elevate his audience. And at that, the PNP want to put in front of the people of Jamaica and say this is credible. You want to know who Andre Stevens hates? Me hear Jamaica a topic talk yesterday as well, Cleveland. Because he thought he was going to get that Senate seat. He thought he was going to get that Senate seat. He thinks he's entitled to it. Andre Stevens is just a liar. Andre Stevens is just a cold-blooded narcissist. One that doesn't care about people. One that only cares about his self-advancement. Andre in politics will be thiefer than Andrew Holness. Me not ask Christ about that. Andre Stevens in politics will be thiefer than Andrew Holness. But me glad when God vindicate me and put Jamaica at topic and Andre at war. It might not said something to Uno, but it said something to me. And everybody is realizing that Andre is not a PNP. Me don't know if I notice that, you know. Perry make we know. Jamaica at topic make we know. Because I don't know say anything me say about Andre because he's hurt. Oh, he's bad mind. Oh, he's looking for the audience. Everybody know Andre is a PNP. Everybody knows he's a JLP. Because that's the very behavior he portrays. When you talk to Andre in a private, Andre not like PNP, especially the top brass. That's why Andre Stevens always has stoke division within the PNP. And I think the PNP should allow Andre Stevens to attack them now. Not when a general election is in the air. I don't think that would have been the right time. Mark Golden and the PNP. Put him in the long grass now. Let him attack you now. The beating will dry up by Sunday. Any scar you get from the lick, by Sunday come, the lick them dry up. But the strategy that the PNP have, Andre is going to disgrace them right up into the running of general election. Same thing Lawrence did that may have taken Steve McGregor's seat. What you say, I've been MC, easy way to get into Garden Horse through PNP. But then again, we just got rid of 2 dons. 3 dons, rather. We just got rid of Ann Vaz. We just got rid of Michelle Charles. We just got rid of, what do you want to qualify with his stool name? George Wright. We cannot bring back more dons. PNP told us that would be a bright people we bring up parliament. Andre no bright. Andre don't bright. Not that he doesn't have any qualification or isn't qualified in anything like some of us. It's just that when you have a one-to-one with him, you realize he's not right. You realize he speaks nicely. He tells a story nicely, doesn't care about the accuracy of the story majority of the time. He cares about something that will soften up the heart of women. Because those are his target audience, women. One thing when Andre he come out speaking in all sorts of tongues. You don't hear Andre speaking that tongue anymore? Huh? You don't hear the little David speaking at tongues anymore? You don't see the little David that cry in front of you anymore? Him have on a hook now. He don't need to do that work anymore. Him have on a hook. You never say, Andre, pick up a Bible and read on him live. Pick up a verse and read. Say a prayer. It's a game. He's not a Christian. We are taught Dr. Fauci. He's not a Christian. Couldn't care about God or anything. Because if you don't care about your brothers and sisters, you can't care about God. Because for a lot of people, God is just superstition. Well, Dr. Fauci don't have to answer any question, or even if he answers a question, nothing will happen. He's been given an eternal pardon by Donald Trump. So even if he tells us the truth, they really cannot do anything to him. People like Dr. Fauci are just to be shot, really. But back to Nasty Gina. These big women, you see if Gina did street boy, you see if Gina I didn't even want to call that one the name Abena. But that one that is a Wayne, keep your mouth. Keep your mouth. Can I call Noel Phillips anybody with credibility, or can I see him as anybody with credibility? No, I wouldn't have for no reason come down from program like Good Morning Britain and Good Morning America and stuck myself with an Andre Stevens. It's not even the Andre Stevens where we in their groove, where people still see a lot of bad things about him then, but because Wayne was there, sort of containing him, people couldn't interact with him to a level. Now, when he is the sole founder and CEO, he's loose and lawless. This is why you see so much internal things in an Andre camp is becoming public, because nobody is there to contain the little bitch, you see. I was the containing strategist when it comes to the whole partner job issue. I was the one who could pull him in. I was the one who could take him to task. Since I left partner job, everybody who comes become a lackey. And this is why nothing not working. So to see people like Noel Phillips go latch himself to Andre Stevens is just show who he is. It really does show who he is. I could never come from where he's coming from. If he's a mainstream broadcaster in Britain and America, and you mean you need Andre's support? Everybody from mainstream journalism will leave mainstream journalism and come to YouTube. In no time, them platform fly up. So Noel Phillips, remember we interviewed Noel Phillips in 2023 when we were doing part. I found then time there he head over here because Noel Phillips loved the Jamaican mix-up. That I identified with him before, and he have a similar mindset like Andre, where them do it like them do it because them concerned. But no, it's because they're invested in the mix-up. Many of you would not remember, but when both of us were doing Partner Jaw together before the split, we interviewed Noel Phillips. That time, Noel Phillips was still working with Good Morning America. As to why he leaves Good Morning America and Good Morning Britain, I don't care and I don't want to know. But to have come down to a deplorable Andre Stevens level, it just tells. It literally does. But you see, anytime that the disgrace they come, hey, Lord Jesus, under bed, me I go listen to it. Under bed, because me no want nobody to say me out.
10 years, you say.
Me no want nobody to say, wait there. Me no want nobody to say, me their own corner and listen. Because if Noel,
10 years, you say,
as a journalist who should understand the investigative, who should look at pattern and behavior, would know his time will come. Wayne's time come. Perry times come. Ishmael times come. Mishidet time come. Jamaica Hot Topic time come. I mean, he be more than stupid. Noel Phillips, that is. He would be more than stupid to think his time will not come. It's only a matter of time. Bear with. Let me go look for my chicken back. Let me go look for my chicken, my French fried chicken back. Bear with. What is wrong with this? Do not keep playing with me.
Years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out asleep under the air. Their GLP friends them build high rise, roads still full of wood. House pocket to a fill while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not by the door. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Level, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Boldness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant food price reaches sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later, we still can't understand. Corruption report land and nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate done and it just more. And when we raise revise the call, we political. But the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical.
Police, time to go.
Time to know the people.
Listen up.
We stand up 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not on the door.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negri.
Welcome back. So all me I want the PNP them. And this is why you see Andre Stevens is attacking Damian Crawford. Because he knows that a Damian Crawford-led PNP will shut down that argument. A Damian Crawford PNP will not entertain this bullshit. Peter Bunting, Damian Crawford, Dayton Campbell, and Mark Golden must shut down this destroying thing. Because Puno Diego come to, you know, Dayton Campbell, Mark Golden, Angela Brown Burke, the narrative you want to allow Andre Fair run with, Uno Diego Cup. You see, just like how for Isat, Uno and him couldn't closer than Isat. Uno and Lagina Enkles couldn't closer than Isat Buchanan. I have been inviting Isaac Buchanan to my show on from 2003 to now, 2023. He only came when Gina turned against him. He only came when him and Gina is at war. And that I'm at Gina, you know. Because in things me and him enemy them a gang up, or ISAT a gang up with the enemy them. Andre, let me tell you something. Andre Stevens have one enemy. The enemy of Andre Stevens is the narcissistic mindset of Andre Stevens, the bullying mindset, the entitled mindset, the demigod mentality. The me, I. That is the biggest enemy of Andre Stevens. That enemy will continue to exist to eternity. Everywhere Andre Stevens goes, Andre Stevens' enemy will follow. Because the biggest enemy for Andre Stevens is right up here. In that little docile, freckled mind of yours, that useless, illiterate, incompetent, incomprehensible mind of yours. Your enemy will always be with you. You cannot be a human. You never grow up that way. You were not taught how to be a human. You didn't want to because you're not good at listening. You cannot be educated if you're not a good listener. Educated people, Andre Stevens, are very good listener. That's why you and Andrew Olness so don't come and listen to nobody. Or not just yappity, yeah, and just have one so like we have arrived and you must take note of us. Andre Stevens, you're your biggest demise. You are your biggest problem. and you are your worst enemy. Any blockage in your way, Andre have to remove for that blockage to be removed. Oh, you're gonna work that out? I really, really don't know. And I don't give a fuck either. Like literally. But until you identify that you are your biggest problem, you are your worst enemy, things will only get worse. Will only get worse. Things will only get worse, Andre. You were never human in the first place. So to come out here and to be talking nicely, for people believe say you're human. I mean, have you ever watched back your show and see your face? I mean, a lot that you have not said, Gina. It's written all over you. When you attack, when you're bad man, when you attack and when you're bad man people, do you know that's a big sign is written across your forehead? Say, look on the bad man. Him not comfortable, no. Him not happy, no. It's written all over you. I mean, you really don't have to speak. You really, some of the time, Gina Henkels, you don't have to speak. I mean, we just look at you and the first thing jump out at us is bad mind, envious, entitlement, me, I want all. Andre Stevens, my style in the market, and it's going to stay right here. Pamela, how you do? My style is in the market. Because I me help you for coming at this market. Me help to propel you in this market. And my style now move. Even if nobody now come on my style, come buy nothing, me will dash for the rotten things, them, me will eat them, and me will buy more fresh things, come put by my style. But my style now move. Because you know what? This is a marketplace. You know what the audience themselves will tell you, say? Them realize so you come for broke them. You have 99 business and you still a beg them. And they not see where your money go. That's why them get up and a run. Because them say they can't afford you and Trump side by side. So the audience themselves will tell you, say, them can't afford you and Donald Trump at the same time because both town is very expensive. So it's either or either. But some of them big dirty woman they some of them are go dead and can't bury themselves, But me want when them dead and then give out them pension money and then like saving money to partner jar. They pick them throw them get crocodile. Me want some of the big woman. We've done out to look at pension money. Me want to pick them through the crocodile, you see? Because crocodile love dead meat, Just make them half boil first. Just make them half boil, because crocodile not too love you when you're fresh. Idiots. Bloody idiots. And they think them do this like a dragon any good. But do not do Andre no good. You know the second worst thing to Andre Stevens' narcissism. Because when you pat him on the back and say, go on, my son, you're doing bloody well. It's like you're handing him a knife to slit his throat, or rather his wrist. You're handing him a knife to cut his throat. That's what Uno big woman sit down and do every day. And teacher, we love you. One teacher. Andre is one of the dumbest labor right about right now. Andre Stevens, aka Gina Enkles, is one of the dumbest labor right about right now. Andre has never been a PNP. Me is more of a PNP than Andre Stevens. I mean a PNP, me's a socialist. Because socialist and PNP are two different something. Socialist and PNP in its current form is two different things. Me not say me not beg sometime, but we whole life hard. Me couldn't get up beg people every day. Me couldn't get up dig out the people them eye every day. Given that all of these people in a foreign where Andre dig out their eye, Andre sit down on YouTube and I work more money than them. That's not how socialists behave, Andre Stevens. That's not how PNP is meant to behave. Because Andre Stevens, you don't help nobody, you know. You have not helped anybody. What you are a facilitator. You facilitate. You beg on behalf of people. It's not that of the thousands Andre working on YouTube, Andre putting his hand in his pocket and help anybody. It was never like that. I mean, clarification. Me hear you talk about every year you send back how much you picking it to school. $100? $100? How that is sending back picnic to school? With or without your $100, they are going back to school. So when you sit down and spread the propaganda that your platform send back how much you picking it to school a year time, are you saying the $100? Come off it, my girl. My girl, come off it. That Miss Thomas high chair you sit on. Remember, high seat Brock Thomas postnet. But I have watched the rise of Andre Stevens. Likewise, also, I am watching the fall of Andre Stevens. Because you see, Andre Stevens, if the church is not for Jesus, if the church, Andre Stevens, Gina Enkles, is not for Jesus, if the church is not for Jesus, it must come down. There was nothing real or authentic or honest about Andre Stevens. Nothing. And this is why Andre Stevens can spend him waking day and the sleepless night trying to destroy other people's reputation. Just to get ahead. Just to get one over. For what? Huh? For what? You don't shame on yourself. Because on one hand, you speak as if you're somebody justiciable. And then in the same breath is the same Andre Stevens pulling down people. How you can uplift people and pull them down at the same time is beyond me. Anyway, Lord God, almost 2.5 hours me there, so now I go about my business. I've been at a festival in a park, one big festival in my park now. You remember the one where we did go the day when you come with the whole heap back the one where we did go when you meet your friend. That they're going in my park now, but this one is free love. This one is £90. £90 for going. It starts Friday. This section I finished today. And then next weekend as well, you also have another session. But next week, Friday is free. Don't know about next week, Friday. So yesterday, on Friday, you have what is called Boiler Room. That's more of a young and black event. Then yesterday, now, you have the queer event where you see all sorts of ungodly people, those half-dressed, those who have things pushed from one side of their face to the other, with their face and everywhere bored, those who look like you want to run from them. Today now, Sunday evening, is the Jazz Festival. So there's a hill where we can go up on, and when we go up on top of the hill, because we don't have £90, 58, £90 per day. Not for the 3 days, mind you, £90 per day. So there's a big hill at the side of this session where we can turn up on the hill and watch everything we're going over yonder. So may I come go now go Jazz Festival. Yesterday me spend the whole day at church yesterday, so I never see anything of the queer event that happened yesterday. Yes, me love, £90 in a Donald Trump Britain, because people don't understand, say, an America alone, Donald Trump mash up. If anything, we probably mash up over Yasso more than America right now. We probably mash up over Yasso more than America, because life not easy, Yasso. Oh, anyway, me no lack of entertainment. We go pay £90. £90. We go watch people take drugs, drink alcohol, and vomit same place. Because that's all happen at them big event there. People take drugs, drink alcohol, and vomit when them done. Me no see nothing else to go there about. And me can see it from on top of the hill. So, anyway, my peeps, thank you very much for being here with us this morning. I'm not sure we'll come out tonight. It all depends. If not tomorrow morning. Antonio Big Nasty Woman, please check Andre Stevens. If you don't want to help him, check him. Even though I can tell you, Andre Stevens cannot be helped. The reason why he cannot be helped, because he does not listen. Not only that, he also doesn't validate or put any value on anybody else's opinion. Him can't be helped. All right? But Uno must try and help him. Rather than continue to encourage his destruction, his destruction of himself. Maybe. Or what should we be asking this morning? Who else from the camp will be attacked next? Will it be Noel? Will it be Shaquille? Will it be Jaden? Will it be Claudette? Will it be Courtney? Who, one asks, will be next? Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon from Global TV.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watchman, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while wrong is going on. Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down war cry. up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah. We love Jah, we love Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I and I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and fight. Fight down war and fight. Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah, Rastafari. We love all, and we love Jah, me love Jah, me love Jah, Rastafari. Preserve all, me love Jah, Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twink. Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation. Because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside a rob and cheat, and not first and for make up what I seen to. Big him and throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Big him and throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out and sell out Babylon. They give man show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead and can sell out Rasta and sell out, I sell out Babylon. Just talk on the Friday. You might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, you might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let him hear. What a prophet must say. was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big him and Joe and Stone. And it bring about feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black big man, Joe and Stone. And it bring about feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man, Joe and Stone. And it bring about feeling.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.